Hey everyone, here to do an updated review on the Babybrezza portable warmer. And what we ended up doing was returning the Mom Cozy and keeping this one. We recently used it on a 6-day trip to Miami, and we used it pretty much for every feeding. This guy holds 9 ounces of liquid that you can reheat. Typically, you're not going to have your kid drink more unless you have twins or something. For us, that's enough for 2 feedings. And typically, if you're traveling, you're probably having the water in a water bottle or the formula in like a ready-to-feed bottle anyway. And we also found out, thanks to one of the commenters, that you could press down at the top to pour out the liquid more easily without having to remove the entire lid. And one thing that's been really nice with just using water is that you don't really have to clean this because the only thing that's inside is water. Whereas for formula, like let's say you're using ready to feed, which is what we did for the very first day on our trip at the airport and on the plane and whatnot, you do have to clean it in between feedings because the formula is in here. And similar with bottles, you have to clean in between feedings. Yeah, the heating functionality works good. It's pretty fast. There's like this 3-second hold to turn on and off, which ends up being pretty useful because if you're putting this beside other stuff in your backpack, you don't want it to accidentally turn on. The current setting that we're using by default is 99 Fahrenheit. That seems to be what our baby really likes in terms of temperature for his feedings. There's like a battery indicator here. Each heating of a 4-ounce bottle will probably take up 1 bar around, give or take. And if you're traveling, you're probably carrying out a portable charger anyway, so you're just going to need to charge it once every 4-ish feedings, I would say. And usually we carry around a portable charger anyway, or if we're driving, you just charge it in your car. So I don't think we found that to be much of an issue. So yeah, unless you're doing a very long hike with the baby, which is very impressive, then yeah, you're probably accessible to charging. And the charging port, it's USB-C. We use USB-C for all our devices now, so it's very convenient. And yeah, kind of back to the approach for making the formula. So if you're only heating up water in here, you just pour the water into the bottle. You pour this water, I'll just turn it off for now. Yeah, so that's the hold for turning off. But although I did find a shortcut where if you start charging the device, it stops heating up, since probably due to safety. But some people might find the 3-second hold a bit annoying, and that's one way to turn it off quicker. So yeah, I would demonstrate here. As you can see, you could just pour directly into the bottle, and I'm not gonna pour all of it, but yeah, whatever amount you need into the bottle. And then this is what we started using. It's a formula dispenser, and there's enough for 3 feedings. You can put however much formula you think your baby takes per feeding, and then we'd open this up and you pour it directly in, and it's been very convenient and it works. It's a great solution. I mean, the only thing is that when you're going by scoops, like per feeding, because we use the Dr. Brown batch method usually, so we'll measure out very specifically, like our baby likes 5 or 6 ounces usually in the evenings, whereas in the daytime it's usually closer to 4 ounces. So we get to be more accurate there. But in terms of these on-the-go feedings, where the measured out formula is probably by the little scoop in the formula container, usually 1 scoop is for 2 ounce, so 2 scoops for 4 ounce, which is our typical feeding in the daytime for baby. So we just put that directly in here. It's a bit harder to do a half scoop unless you're very confident at your measuring skills. So that's the only restricting thing, that during the whole trip we were pretty much only feeding him 4-ounce feedings, and then maybe at night we'll do another scoop to add another 2 ounce, which is really different from our at-home feedings. But we did find that in the end he ate the same total amount in 1 day, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, that's just one thing to watch out for. And thanks for watching. See you guys.